I actually can't believe I'm making a video like this, but today you're getting an actual real look inside a one-on-one client call from the Producer Portal Academy, the same program that's helped producers go from $0 to $5,700 in their first month, scale from $3,000 to $10,000 in 2 months, and producers have even made over $1,400 in their first 6 days with nothing but using the right systems and the right blueprint that we provide and hard work and execution from our clients. I'm Hocus. I'm an 18-year-old Billboard charting producer. Over the past few years, I've helped hundreds of producers build real, scalable sound kit companies without a big following, without having to know sound design, and without having any previous knowledge about sound kits. These strategies have generated me and my clients over $100,000 in total. My client Blanco, who I'm talking to on this call, came in to work with me doing around $1,000 a month on a good month and doing an average of $700 on a usual month. And our current goal and what we're actively working on is scaling him up to $10,000 with this sound kit company. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be a lot of work, but we're fucking grinding. I've never let anyone see inside of these one-on-one calls before, so enjoy. I'm just pulling up right now the document I sent you. Have you went over like the document I sent you with like all the tasks and everything?
Yeah, of course. Like the next day, like on Saturday, I saw, these tasks, and I got into the dashboard and I started like adding them, into the dashboard. I actually pulled the data from, from Facebook ads. Everything is ready to go.
I was having some trouble on my end of the software because I literally just created it. And I was working on that like 2 a.m. one night. I wasn't able to see anybody, and I was fucking freaking out because I just got some of the clients to log in, so I was dealing with that for like hours. But that's all set up for now. But yeah, I'm super hyped about this. I think this is gonna be really good for organization and everything too. Just keeping everything lined up and in check so it doesn't feel like a mess in there. Yeah, let's get right into it. So on this call, we're going to go over phase one. I'm going to share my screen, run down everything. If you read it over the phase one, it says on there to set up the upsell and funnel build. But I think what we're going to do right before that is just fixing up the website a tiny bit. This will probably take honestly 2-3 days, and then we'll hop on our next call for phase two, which will be building up the funnel. Let me just share my screen for you. Yeah, so as you can see here, the phase one is upsell and funnel build, but I think we're just going to switch these two around, clean up the website a little bit, optimize it for conversions. One thing I think is going to be really fire, and you probably read this over, is creating upsells for your free download, because you have a lot of free downloads. I think that's a really good way you're approaching it. Kind of the way where it's like, you told me like the somatics kind of way where you just want everyone to have your kits on their laptop, right? And just getting out and just getting people your sounds is honestly beautiful. So I think we can really utilize that to build that trust, get those downloads, achieve that goal of getting your stuff on everyone's laptop, but then also actually creating it so you're going to be making money to some degree on those free downloads. So I think that is probably one of the most important things to set up. But yeah, first thing is the website build. So the base of everything is fire. We're not going to be changing too much. A couple things that we are going to change, and I'm going to put this all into your like right after the call, I'm going to send you the task list, is making it a little bit more premium, right? So it has all the things that you need. But one thing that I realized, I just redid my site. I can't really show you the before, but I kind of turned it into something more like this. And my conversions, literally as soon as I did it, started increasing. And it was just because having a site that kind of feels even more premium, it gives people like a vibe. Like when you buy something from any other like company, you feel like some sort of like feeling and like aesthetic with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You said you were using gem pages, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I actually wanted to ask you something, because I probably use that for the landing page for the producer portal. What do you think about Framer? Using Framer for pages?
Framer is really good. That's actually something that I'm trying to look into a little bit more, because right now I was mainly using Shopify Sidekick. Like in the Discord, I have a section where it's all like I have themes, so you can just drag in like zip files for themes. And then I also have a bunch of Sidekick prompts based off other producer companies. So I have one for Producer Crate, Producer Grind, a bunch of those companies, and it kind of analyzed it, and you just type in the prompt for each block of each page, and you can do that. But I want to look at something for Framer, because then especially for you guys, I can even just give you guys like straight up templates that I've made on Framer, which I think would be super good for you. So I'll actually show you my Framer and what I was thinking about doing for sound kits. It's really easy to use as well, which I like.
I used it one time. It was actually for my best-selling kit, so it's probably that also the reason that one page had probably the best conversion rate that I got in general, because it's also, as far as I've heard, it's way faster than gem pages and stuff. Like it loads way faster. It doesn't like lag when you scroll down. It's just very fast and smooth.
I think gem pages is honestly a little bit shit. Compared to, I feel like if you were gonna use something not like Framer and you want to do it all within Shopify, I think Sidekick is better than gem pages. I've just personally had so many problems with gem pages, clients, tons of problems with gem pages. And I feel like the look, like it gets you everything you need. Like you can put down all the stuff you need. I just feel like the look that it gives just comes off a little like tacky, if you know what I mean. Like it comes off a
Yeah,
little like immature to like, I don't know how to describe it well, but what was the name of the best-selling kit that you were talking about that you used Framer?
it's called Eurovision. Now when you get into it, I actually converted, not now, but like a couple months back, I converted it back into a gem pages page because I just paid a couple months for that page as I was running, the ads and stuff, and then I just took that off. But I have it on my framer, which I have on my PC. It actually show you.
Brother, one thing funny about the Eurovision kit, I was talking to another client actually, and he's like coming up with ideas for a sound kit, and I used that as like an example. I was like, one of my other clients had a kit where it was like each country in Europe and its own thing, and he was like, damn, like that's fucking sick. So that's a really sick idea that you came up with.
Yeah, bro. I hope I just can like kind of like come up with more ideas like that. That would be crazy.
I think it's good to kind of use a mix of both. Like, thing about Sidekick here. Let me share my screen real quick. I'll show you a couple things. Like my whole home showed you, that was completely Sidekick. Like that was all Sidekick. I think once we come up with like the tool to use to build a site, it'll be really easy from there. But with Sidekick, it's a little bit trickier. Were you using like the little one in the top right corner and clicking that?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like in the
Okay,
in
yeah.
the
That one's mainly for like asking questions about. So I'll show you right now, kind of like how you actually do it. But I'm trying to think a little bit harder about Framer and how to implement that because as you can see right here, this kit, this is like my best-selling kit. And I just whipped up, I just whipped up a completely new product page. And what's good about Sidekick is you can add like, the previews. I'm trying to fix it so it shows like the play button, but it shows like the previews really well. And I'm not sure if you can do that on Framer. Do you know if you can?
yeah, like I I used actually a template which was like Heat had like a template for selling beats.
Yeah, I signed
And
up for the Heat Academy actually a couple of days ago.
yeah, I was in that academy like the last year. And so I just got the template, and I you could in Framer there's a good thing that because you can like export different sections from page to your page that you're building from scratch, and I just exported it on my page, and then I just the rest of the section I would just customize it and animate it, but like I would just make sure I don't touch the audio previews, and then you could just change the files in there through you could even put them on Shopify to the files list and just copy the link just so you have a place to host them.
Yeah.
So like with coding and stuff, I don't really know how it goes, but you can just copy like that. And there's another thing that I found out today before the call. I was doing some research. Like for example, I can go in your website, for example, producer portal, and I can just get an extension. But I had to use a VPN for that because it's actually not available in my country. HTML to Framer, and basically, if I go into your website and you made it with Framer, I can just activate this extension and just hold the mouse to like a section of yours, whatever the title or something. And when I click it, it just copies that. No, it copies that, and I can just come into Framer and paste it. And I think
You
J
just
Cactus.
you just put me on, brother. You just
Uh,
put me on because I was looking at J Cactus. I was looking at J Cactus's how he has his because that looks super clean. Kavi, all of those
yeah,
guys who Heat
use
works with,
Framer.
a lot of those guys have that set up. I actually have all of their pages bookmarked. Bro, you know what's funny? I'm doing a video like I'm probably gonna record it after this, breaking down J Cactus's his entire like sound kit funnel. And I did some like pocket watching and some like calculating of how much he's making. Approximately it's like 90K a month. Number might be off, but it's crazy. I made like a full like slideshow breaking everything down. So like that's funny you brought that up. Yeah, let me pull up JK. What do you know the name of that extension?
It's HTML to Framer.
No, Framer. I'm definitely gonna check this out. And what I think I'm gonna do like right after this call is I'm gonna add to the Discord. I'm gonna whip up a bunch of Framer templates, like for the homepage, free kit, upsell, like the upsell from the free kit. I'm gonna make a bunch of pages and like show you guys how to like add them to Shopify as well, because I think that'll be fire. But quick question: how did you add like Framer to Shopify for your landing page for your kid? Did you just make it like the button link, or like it just linked to that product, or like to that landing page on Framer?
Yeah, as far as I remember, in Shopify you can there are some things probably it's like redirects. And like when people I would have the kit on the bundle section, and when people would just click the button to get to the product page in Shopify, they would just be redirected to a product page in Framer. Because I just use it for a very short time and just for one page. You can basically build the whole website around it. But I use it for a very short time, and I use like a light version, a basic version. So that wouldn't give me like a custom domain. Like I couldn't put Premium Wave and Eurovision, but it was like Eurovision.framer.website. So I had to use like a redirect link. So
Okay.
that's basically how it works. But if you use like the pro version, I think it's around $30 a month. You can basically just rebuild the whole website.
Yeah. I believe I have the pro version for my stuff for Producer Portal. I'm gonna look into a little bit more and do a deep dive and understand. I'm also gonna talk to some guys I know who are like super deep into like web design and stuff like that, and see if they know anything about that. But yeah, I think that's a really good idea to set up down the road. Honestly, what I think for you right now, like your website is pretty good. I wouldn't say to spend too much time or focusing on rebuilding the whole homepage on Frame or anything like that. I feel like that is going to be a little bit pointless. We can do that down the road once we can get these initial phases out of the way. But let me just screen share right now and show you what I think like the best things to just change about your site quickly, and then you
Yeah.
can kind of just get those done so we can move on. But that frame idea is really, really good. I'm gonna look into that. So I was looking at the page, and I think the best thing, so like text, all of the main stuff is very good. One thing that I learned, I was in an e-commerce like mentorship program as well, and one thing that they were talking about, they were talking more about just like not drop shipping, but just like other e-com stores and niches. It wasn't related to sound kits. When it comes to a store, having it so it's taking up, like each section is taking up as least space as possible. So a section like this, for example, see how there's like a lot of black space kind of like around it? It shows, and it kind of just takes up a little too much space. Like the space that someone sees when they're on their laptop looking at it is worth so much. Like if they were to see like a little bit more and they see this kind of peeking out here, they'll more likely to scroll down, go through it a little bit more. And that's actually what I just did for my site. Like as you can see, I had a huge banner before, but now I kind of have it to where it still looks not too small, but it has all the information, and then it's kind of a little bit shorter to go through. Like it's very short on the homepage, which honestly converts a lot better. So I think that's what we could implement for you. So changing just like the size of this, making it like smaller this way, like horizontally or vertically, I mean, would help a lot. And then even for these sections, making like the padding a little bit smaller on each of them, I think would be it would go a long way, honestly. And I think that would be fire. And then for the rest of the site, now that I'm going through it again, keeping all of this stuff, and once you make it smaller, it'll feel a lot more like compact. Like they can go through this store, whether it's on mobile or laptop, a lot quicker and kind of see everything a lot quicker, which helps. So that's one thing. And then what I did think about for you is taking out this section for right now, because you already have this. And I'd say you can even add these into here just for the whole idea of making the landing page a little bit more straightforward and directing them to like one thing almost. Because when you give people a lot of option on a store, they'll either just like leave the store or they'll be too confused on what to even purchase.
Yeah.
So I think just transferring this over to this and then making each section a little bit smaller is a lot better. And then even removing this part right here for the free pack and just keeping it how you have it right here. So you have the freebies thing, you have the whole kind of like funnel right here. And then the homepage is mainly just to direct people to your paid kits. Like no free kits are going to be on here. They can get the free kits from here. When you're promoting it, you'll send them straight to the free kit link. But the homepage is going to be just for paid kits, essentially. After the call, I'll manually add that into your dashboard for you, so you don't even have to do that. I'll just add in all the steps we went over.
Okay, bro. Like just so I also maybe can try something later before jumping into that Framer thing. Can you just show me like how do you really do things with Sidekick?
Yeah, I was about to show you that right now. I was a little bit confused about it when I started using it, but it's
Yeah.
let me just show you, because you're literally just in the wrong spot. That's literally all it was. You're just looking at the wrong section. I don't want to overcomplicate it for you. Site looks super clean right now. I think down the road, if we want to expand it a little bit more, make it look even better, then we can do that. But I think for right now, just keeping it how it is. For any new kit drops that we plan out down the road, I think we'll make like a full custom page, probably using Framer or even Sidekick. But for right now, you've already spent all the work building in gem pages, and it looks really good. So I think just keeping it like that for right now is completely makes more sense. So what you do, like if you go right here, this is what I do. So like as you can see, like it's in the section, and this is like the prompt that I typed in for it, and that's fully ChatGPT generated. I put like these same prompts into the document that I upload to the Discord, and this is what it gives you, and that's just me typing it in. And the way you actually do it, so you go right, you were going right here, right? Like you were clicking this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you, because this is a little bit retarded, to be honest. Like it gives you a little bit bullshit sometimes. So if you go add section right here and just click generate, then you type your prompt in here. So I'll do a test one. Make a section promoting a new kit. I'll just do that for right now, and it'll literally just generate it like this, and then you'll be able to edit it. Obviously, that's a very terrible prompt. The prompts that are actually giving you a result are a lot longer. I just want to see what this gives me actually. It works pretty fast too, bro. Like you can literally just exit the tab and it's like building your site for you. It's super cool.
It was crazy. I just to have, like still maybe not the like a top priority. So, you said as well, but just to
just to understand. 100%. One thing that sometimes it fucks up on is, see here how I can edit like all of like the fonts. I can edit everything, like the colors, pretty much everything in that section. Sometimes if you don't tell it to, it'll just generate the section for you, and you'll be able to edit like very minimal things. So then down the road, if you wanted to change something, you have to regenerate the section, which I learned the hard way. So one thing to always keep in mind in all of your prompts always have like, give me access to edit everything after you do it, or give me access to change up anything, and then it'll give you like, see here, I'm not able to kind of, or actually it does let me change stuff, but sometimes it doesn't, and that's a pain in the ass. But yeah, so then you could just like select an image. So if I'll just choose this for right now. And then you can pretty much just edit it up, and look, I have like a section right now based off like this sentence that it made for me. Which, like, honestly, if you were to make this in gem pages, this is something that would take a while to make in gem pages, right? Like it added like this new badge, all this cool stuff. And then one thing to also keep in mind is, if I were to click save right now, I wouldn't be able to edit this section anymore. But before you click save, you can type in another prompt. So I'm not going to do it right now, but you can type in, make the new bubble red and glowing, and make the section look more premium, or just anything you want to change. You could just type that in. But then if I were to click save, it removes that. So then I have to regenerate. So always just make sure you don't click save too early, because then you're going to have to redo the whole thing. Which I don't know why they have it like that, but it is what it is.
Right.
But yeah, that's essentially how it works. So it's pretty straightforward. A lot of people get it confused by using this thing right here, which this is really good actually for just checking your analytics. So you can tell it like, how can I increase my conversion rate? What things can I do to make my store a little bit better, and stuff like that. And it's really good because it looks into your actual like Shopify database. But yeah, honestly, bro, I think for right now, literally just those things, like you can probably get that done in like a day or 2 days, probably quick as fuck. And then after that, we'll hop on a call as soon as you're done and go over building the funnels and stuff, because I just want to get that set up for you, so it's not just a bunch of shit. And then we'll hop on the call right after that.
Yeah, I could get it done like by tomorrow this time.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, yo, send me a text, or honestly, let's just book another call right now, just so we have it. Yeah, bro, let's fucking get it. I'm hyped. All right.
So see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, brother.